Perseverance Code Media presents life situation commentary by none other than Raul Cortes Jr., myself, and I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to speak to you guys. I just want to talk today about independent children and controlling parents. Controlling people, there's so much to say about it. Controlling people, they try to control their external circumstances to satisfy their pain internally. You know, on a lot of occasions. You know, not every circumstance, but that's usually what the case is. Controlling person is under emotional distress a lot of times, and you know they loathe control. You know, they loathe people doing what they say, what they want to tell other people what to do all the time, and they need it done the way they want. You know, no and ifs, buts about it. They controlling people do not know how to delegate responsibility appropriately, and so on and so on. I'm gonna try to keep this short. Okay, so children who are or young adults who are still living in their parents' house, don't argue with your parents. You have a conversation with them. If you're gonna disagree, if you can state your disagreement, you know, go ahead, but don't prolong the conversation to where it leads to an argument, because chances are you're not gonna win. Okay, you could be right and they could be wrong. You're still not gonna win the argument. You're not gonna win their approval. You know, unless it's under their terms. So keep the talk small. Keep the small talk. Move on. Do what you got to do. Point number 2: obey them and their house rules. Whatever they tell you to do, you got to do it. If they got rules in the house, you got to obey them. You know, they pay the bills. They brought you into the world. They buy your food, your clothes, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your car, everything. And even if you do get some of the stuff on your own, you know, you're still living in their house. Okay, and it doesn't matter what you get for yourself. As long as you live in their house, you know, they call the shots. They call the shots. Always remember that. You know. Point number 3: work on gaining your independence. While you're living at your parents' house, it's not the time to relax and do nothing. It's not a time to relax and do nothing. You know, there's a time to have fun. There's a time to enjoy your life and do things that satisfy you. But while you're living under your parents' house, you got to do everything that you can to get out of there. Get a job. You know, find out what your talent is and use it. Use it. Save up your money. Don't spend it on garbage. Don't spend it on concerts. Don't spend it on extremely expensive clothes. Use your money to save it so that you can move out and get your own place and get your own car if you can afford it. You know, at least at a minimum, find a place where you can pay rent so you can get out. And then from there, you can get your car, you can get your house, you can get whatever it is that your heart desires. You know, but gain your independence so you can have more control over your life and over the things that you want to do and how you want to live. So, after you gain your independence, you know, don't feel obligated to contact them. If you want to contact them, that's your choice. But contact them on your terms. If they try to guilt trip you into doing something, or if they complain to you because you're not around as often as they want you to, or they want you to meet individuals in the family that you haven't seen in a long time, you know, you're in control. Don't feel obligated to do what somebody else tells you to do. And that includes your parents. good parents support you. If you're not doing anything mischievous, if you're not doing anything that is self-harming, you know, if you're not doing anything that's illegal or attracts very bad attention, then, you know, do what you gotta do. Do what you want to do. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta answer to yourself, and you gotta be responsible for your words and your actions and everything that revolves around that. It's very important. Don't expect them to support you. I mean, even while you're living in their parents' house, don't expect them to support your dreams. You know, good parents support their children's dreams. Like I said before, they'll support you in what you do. They'll try to do what they can to be there. But if not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. I'm a poet. I wanted to be a rapper early on, and when I started to write, and I told my parents that I wanted to be a rapper. It didn't pan out that way. They was like, you need to get a job so you can get out of here. You know, all the while not training me to be prepared for independence. They just say, go, do this, do that. You need to work hard. You need to make money. That's what you have to do. You know, money is important. Money is a part of life. You have to have it to gain your independence and do the things that you like to do or you want to do. But money is not everything. Money will not make you happy. Money can help you invest in what makes you happy. But money itself cannot make you happy. Stuff that you could buy is just not going to make you happy. Forget about it. But you need to work hard. You need to make money so you can live on your own. So don't get it twisted. And that's it. That's all you got. You know, measure up to your own expectations. You know, you don't need everybody's approval. You don't need to be speaking to the world all the time about what you're thinking or what you're doing. You don't need to be telling other people what to do or how they should do it. You know, live on your own terms and do what's right for you. Don't worry about other people. You know, it's one thing to give advice. It's one thing to encourage others. It's another thing to criticize constructively, respectfully. But anything other than that, forget about it. Forget about it. It doesn't work that way. You know, whatever your circumstances, unpleasant circumstance, you do have enough what it takes. You do have what it takes. But you have to discover and develop yourself. And you have to work hard. You have to write down what you like to do. You have to write down the good things about you and the bad things about you. You have to put away the bad things and focus on the good things. You know, let the goodness in you overshadow the bad things about you. And don't go from one extreme to the other. You know, if your parents gave you everything, don't raise your children to get everything on their own. You know, they're going to need your help. Just don't spoon feed them. Don't give them everything. You know, and that's the other extreme. If you came up with hardly anything, don't give them everything. Don't give the children everything. Make them earn it. Find out what they like to do and guide them to success. Guide them to being who they were meant to be. All right, this is Raul Cortes Jr., Perseverance Code Media, and this is the segment of life situation commentaries. Thank you. Have a nice day.